Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to any new viewers. This is a reading for Capricorn, my beautiful Capricorns. Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorn. This is your mid-month check-in. Let's see what's going on. Let's have a look at sort of general energy that you're coming through with that's representing you at the moment. We'll have a look at what's surrounding you, the types of people, situations that you're dealing with, for example. Any challenges, the overall outcome of those situations. We'll get some words of advice for anyone who needs it as well. And this could be in any area of life that comes up. So whether it be love, romantic relationships, whether it be career, family, house or home, we just really look at whatever messages come through in the cards. Have a look at what's at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Queen of Swords. Get to that in a moment. Just pull a couple more here. But we have a very, very interesting month, I feel. I feel like it has been a little bit intense at times. But what's coming is really fascinating. Nine of Fire, it's a Nine of Wands. Situation is evolving. A difficult situation is evolving. There's new challenges associated with it, but at least it's progressing. At least we're no longer stuck, I would say, as of this month. Okay, yeah, it's definitely time to take some action, and that seems to be what's happening. That can also make things quite uncomfortable at times, but really there was a situation that I feel has been stuck in the past for a really long time, and now finally this month things are starting to change. Now we've got this beautiful, beautiful Ace of Cups here, okay? This is love. This is, you know, a romantic offer. This is potentially a new relationship. This is a new offer of love. This could even be a new sort of creative project, sometimes a pregnancy or talk of pregnancy or giving life to something, giving birth to something, whether that be like literally or metaphorically. Now, interestingly, it has sort of come with a caveat, I feel. It's like, okay, I want to make this offer of love. I want it to be pure and genuine, and it is. But there also has to be balance here, right? There also has to be a sense of fairness, a sense of balance. And there have been times when it comes to this particular partnership, this particular romantic connection, there have been times where you have felt like it's not balanced, or you are giving too much, or you're giving all the time. And what are you actually getting in return? It's time to get something back. It's time to tell the other person, or you're having thoughts about this. It's time to now get what you deserve in return, okay? A true partnership can't just be one way. It can't just be one person, you know, giving all the time. It has to be someone else giving as well. There has to be an exchange. And I think you're feeling like it's not quite balanced. It's not quite even in terms of that exchange. So we have to do something about this. Or that's what you're thinking. It's like, what am I going to do about this situation? Because the love is still here. There's these loving feelings that are definitely still here, right? Now, what's interesting is I do see, we've got the energy around you. We have the Eight of Wands. We have Justice. This is time for a kind of major... It's like if you wanted things to be balanced, this is now the time to really make things balanced. And what's interesting is that this person is actually going to communicate to you about the situation. It's almost something like you've been a little bit more quiet about, or you've spoken about it maybe, but maybe not as much as you should have or as much as you would have liked. But now it's like this person is coming in with the communication and talking about it. So I feel like this is a past issue that's now coming back, and actually the person you're dealing with is bringing it to light, which you weren't expecting necessarily. You were not expecting, but they understand that the situation can't keep going the way it has been either. Okay, so it's time for justice. It's time to really review all that you've been giving and all that they've been giving to this situation, and what that means and how that looks moving forward, right? And like I said, this is sudden communication. This is also potentially, right, there's a theme here. There's a theme here about moving. There's a theme here about even potentially foreign countries, like that sort of move. There could be discussions about place of, where you live, places where you settle, either yourself or with this person. There could be conversations about someone wanting to explore more, travel more. There could also be a literal house or home situation that is not working for one or both of you, right? So it's like maybe the living situation is now, for example, it's too small, or it's uncomfortable, or it's not working for someone's employment, let's say, because it's too far, or whatever the case is. Something about the home, the living situation is not working. But I do also see that someone is drawn to overseas, someone is drawn to foreign lands, someone is drawn to exploring. So there could be communication about that as well. It's very exciting times, but it's also time to make a decision. And this is a big decision. Because, and it's almost bigger for this person than it is for you, interestingly, right? It's an important situation for you, but you're thinking more day to day, interactions with this person. You're thinking more sort of surface level. For this person, there's actually a more significant issue, and they're thinking very, very long term. This is what's interesting. You're just trying to get some balance, trying to get some fairness in the day to day. They're thinking a little bit more long term with this and what it means, and they're thinking about big changes, big moves. Again, we have the world here, we have the Tower. So again, this theme of travel, movement, this theme of a living situation no longer working for someone, and it's time to change it up. It's really time to move forward. Make a decision one way or another as to where this partnership is going. There's the potential here. Look at this beautiful card. There's the potential here for a beautiful partnership, a beautiful connection. But in order for this to happen and start off a new chapter with this person for this relationship, something does need to end. Something does need to end. And that could be either your idea or their idea of what the ideal living situation looks like, of what the future looks like. Because the way it's been going thus far is not going to continue. That's for sure. That is coming up very, very strongly in this spread. It's time for a change, and it's going to happen. It's better to be prepared knowing that this change is going to happen, rather than it come completely by surprise, like the people in this card who end up getting thrown out of the Tower, right? But the current situation is no longer. The good thing is we, again, have the possibility, you have the opportunity to turn it into a situation that is really beautiful, that is really nice, and that involves also, I must say, exploring the world, expanding your horizons. You have that opportunity. Rather than being stuck or focused on what's going on right now, new possibilities are opening up. Possibilities that you had not even thought about or imagined. That's what's exciting here, and that's the opportunity we have. Change can always be scary though, right? This is the thing. Especially when you had your heart set on something, or your future looked like it was going in one direction, or you were working hard towards something in the here and now, and then that idea or concept of where that's going changes completely. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. It is not necessarily a bad thing. What is this Queen of Swords here? What is this Queen of Swords? There's something you're dealing with someone who definitely thinks very rationally, very logically, and sometimes can cause hurt feelings in the way that they speak, in the words that they use. It's not even necessarily a deliberate thing. It's just how this person comes across. There's also an issue of being attached to something, being attached to too many things, actually. Wanting to experience too many things, wanting to spread themselves a little bit too thin, trying to almost, in a way, keep everyone happy as well. And that's not possible. That is not possible. I think someone's realizing that as well. It could be you, but I'm feeling this is the person you're dealing with, actually. This person tries to keep too many people happy. And that's just not possible. That is not possible. So there's some issues there. There are definitely some deeper issues here. It's something we could even delve into a little bit more in another spread if we had the time. But there's something this person has to resolve. Could even be with a mother figure, a mother-in-law, grandmother even, aunt. There could be a female figure who's complicating things too. It could even be the way this person has been raised. And there's such a focus on trying to keep everyone happy. That's something that that they need to work out. That's an issue here. That is an issue. But one thing's for sure, it's time to make a decision this month. We can't just keep the current situation can't keep going on forever. It's coming to a close, it's coming to an end. The good thing is there's so many possibilities for what the future can be. And you have a hand in it. I see you two working together in creating the future, right? We do have a full moon card here, and I feel like when we come to the full moon in the middle of this month, next month, at the end of this month, we had 2 full moons this month, which keeps things interesting. It keeps it a month which is let's say jam-packed full of activity. Complicates things a little bit. But 2 full moons, we had one at the start of the month, one at the end of this month. And it's time to take action. It's really accelerating things, bringing things to the surface. It's also a month of a lot of retrogrades. So people coming back from the past, things that you've spoken about with your partners coming back from the past. But it's because they were never resolved, and the time to resolve it is now. It's time to take at least one step forward, even if it's a small step. It doesn't have to be a huge step, but it can be a small step in the right direction. It is possible you do have your defenses up, right? There's new information coming in. It does have to do with an issue that you know about, but the information is coming in and it adds new context to the situation. And it does take you a little bit by surprise and gets your defenses up a little bit. and makes you rethink things. But once again, I'm pleased because we're moving in the right direction, and the future, there's a possibility for it to be amazing. There's a possibility for your world to really expand here, and there's the possibility for this this partnership, for you to do this and embark on these adventures with another person. But in order to do that, once again, something has to change, and something has to end as well. And it could even be your idea of what the future holds, especially with regards to the living situation. I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you all tune in to the next video.